to Al Karim channel. Please like, subscribe and share this video. This video is for everybody, from Muslim, non-Muslim. If you newly convert to Islam, this message is for you. Today's video, I'm going to talk about why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala favors strong believers. Not because weak believers are inherently bad, but because strong believers are more productive and beneficial to the Muslim community, both physically and spiritually. They are better equipped to stand against challenges, defend Islam. While the weak believer may not have the resources or strength to do so, essentially, a strong believer is a force for good, capable of greater impact and benefit to the community. A strong believer is the one who has strong iman, and he is better than a weak mu'min. Not every believer has the same degree of iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love a strong believer more than a weak believer. Among human beings, there are those who are strong and those who are weak, mentally as well as physically. This difference is also found among the believers in the way they have been created. There are some who are strong believers and others who are weak believers. Referring to this difference, there is a hadith which says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the strong believer is better and more loving than the weak believer, but there is goodness in both. Now the question arises as to what is meant by goodness in both kinds of believers. The truth is that the goodness in both has two different meanings. The goodness of the strong believer is that God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has created him with greater capability. And the goodness of the weak believer is that due to his lesser ability, God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has compensated him with more divine succor. It is obvious that divine succor ranks higher than human capability. That is why the weak believer, if he is sincere in his faith, can also, thanks to special divine succor, perform greater task than the strong believer. This is without doubt a good tiding for the weak believer. Weakness is the cause of helplessness, a state in which man cannot stand by himself. God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is all-powerful. In the complete sense, the power of God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, encompasses this universe. To the ultimate extent, no place is beyond his power. In such a situation in this world, man can stand only at one place, and that is one of helplessness. The level at which man's relation with God Almighty may be established, helplessness, is the meeting point between God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and man. It is only when the weak man acknowledges his helplessness and he can become deserving of God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, succor being granted to him. So this is the message I have for you today. I hope this message helps you on your healing journey, as on your divine journey. Allah bless you all. Allah put back on everything you do. Allah love you. Al Karim love you so much. To all my Muslim souls around the world and the chosen ones, you are beautiful soul. You are the light. You are the love. You are the truth. You are the hope. Keep increasing your iman every single day by praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from Fajr to Isha and read the Quran. Never lose hope in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and keep protecting your energy to maintain your iman. Allah bless you all. I'm going to end this message here.